Most entrepreneurs don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they don't have the capital to grow. Think about the businesses you see scaling fast. They're not doing it with their own cash. They're using other people's money and they're using credit. They're doing it the smart way without maxing out their personal credit cards or begging banks for a loan. In this video, I'll be breaking down the 20 most common questions we get about my ultimate funding system and how clients unlock 50K to 200K in 0% interest business credit without messing up their personal credit. My name is Pierre. I help business owners and entrepreneurs secure funding for their businesses, and everything I teach here and share comes from real-world experiences, either from my own or from my clients. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how the system works, what's facts versus myths, and whether it's the right fit for your business. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, how much funding can I really get? Well, most of our clients secure between 50 to 200K in business funding. And why such a big range? Well, it depends on your personal credit profile, your business setup, and this is key, the order we apply for accounts as well. Most people don't know there's a right way to do this. They apply randomly, get a few approvals, maybe 5K, maybe 20K if they're lucky, then they get denied or burn out their profile. We use a strategy called MySequence Approval Engineering, where we position your profile perfectly. Then we apply in a very specific order that stacks approvals. One unlocks the next. That's how someone goes from 10K to 100K plus in 30 to 45 days. So once you know how much is possible, the next question is usually how fast can this happen? So how fast can I get approved? Well, most clients start getting approvals in 30 to 45 days, some faster, a few slower, but in about 6 weeks, your business can be holding 100K at 0%. So if you compare that to a traditional bank loan, you have months of waiting, all the underwriters asking for many different documents, what your blood type is, all kinds of stuff like that. Most of them, they do get denied. And our process is faster, smoother, and much more flexible. And speed is one thing, but people also want to know about the impact on their personal credit score. So, will this hurt my personal credit? I know this is going to be the number one concern, and I totally get that. And here's how we protect your personal credit. Yes, the cards, they do require a personal guarantee, but they don't report balances to your personal report. That's the golden nugget. And when it comes to your inquiries, we remove the inquiries after all your approvals. So even if you're maxed out at about 100K on these business credit cards, your personal credit, it will not show it. That means you could keep your personal credit clean for mortgages, car loans, and even future rounds of funding. This is how our clients stack 6 figures in every 6 to 12 months safely, which leads right into the next question. Does this even show up on my personal credit report? So like I told you before, no, it does not. And that's the beauty of business credit. When this is done right, balances and utilization, they stay off your personal reports. So your credit score stays high and your ability to borrow personally is untouched. Now the big one, what happens after the 0% ends? So this is a very big question we get asked too. So once your 0% interest rate ends, yes, there is interest that kicks in, but that's where our funding extension plan comes in. Before the promotion period ends, we reposition your credit profile to make sure that you guys are ready to go for more approvals. We move balances strategically, and we also open up new 0% credit cards to transfer that over. This not only extends your 0% window, it also gives you another 12 to 18 months. So some clients have gone years without paying interest. This isn't just a one-time trick. It's going to be a full system for you. Now let's talk about qualifications. What do you actually need to get approved? So what credit score do I need? You hear this time and time again. Ideally, a 700 plus FICO score with a strong credit history, no late payments, low utilization, a healthy mix of accounts. If you're under that, we give you a custom plan to boost your score. But what if you've already been denied before? So that's exactly what our zero reset strategy kind of fixes for you. We clear out old denials from your records, build lender trust, and also reintroduce you to the banks as a clean and fundable file. Most people, they don't get denied because they're unqualified. They just look messy on paper. We fix that. Another common question is about the business entity. Do you need an LLC? So the short answer is going to be yes. You need a properly structured entity with age, and that means LLC or S Corp with a clean EIN and matching business info, business bank account. We handle all that for you when we do your fundability engineering. We put everything on the setup side as easy as possible for you. But what happens if you don't qualify for this right now? So that's no problem. If you're not ready today, we'll build you a step-by-step roadmap to qualify in the next 3 to 6 months. We try not to turn everyone away because everybody deserves a chance, and you'll always leave with clarity and also a game plan. And yes, even startups can qualify, and that's covered next. So, can startups qualify? Yes, absolutely. As long as your personal credit is strong and your entity is structured correctly, startups are welcome. We have strategies for you guys too. We've helped brand new businesses secure 5 to 6 figures in funding before they made their first dollar. So now that you know who qualifies, the next question is going to be, what can you actually use the credit for? So you can use this credit for anything that your business really needs. Let's say, for example, paid ads, getting more equipment or inventory, your payroll, software, or even scaling your business. Unlike traditional loans, this is very flexible working capital. And some people then ask me, can you actually turn these credit cards into cash? And yes, you can. And actually, we help you do it the smart way as well. We offer a cash liquidation service. Usually, industry average is about 6%, but for our clients, we charge less than that. And that leads to another big one. Can you use this money for things like real estate or crypto? So this is going to be a very frequently asked question too. So technically, once the funds are in your account, it's yours to use. But I always tell everybody, we always recommend using it for business growth. Smart debt should fund things that create more cash, not risky speculations. And if you're wondering about the industries, don't worry, this isn't limited to just a few. So, what kind of industries are possible? So, we help entrepreneurs in the e commerce space, real estate, trucking, agencies, consulting, coaching businesses, beauty, or even construction. If your business is structured properly, you're eligible for everything. So, the next logical question is, how often can I get new funding? So typically, I would say every 4 to 6 months. And we pace your usage and guide your credit so you can rinse and repeat, all without the red flags. This is how clients can stack 200K or 300K plus over time. Now let's cover the cost and the return on investment. So, is there going to be a guarantee for all this? Yes, we do guarantee you get approved, or we'll stick with you until you are. There's no gimmicks, no fluff, just results. But is it really worth the investment? So let's do the math together. When it comes to investing in something, it comes down to return on investment. Our clients invest once, and in exchange, they unlock access to tens of thousands, often 6 figures, in 0% interest funding. And that kind of leverage is nearly impossible to find anywhere else. And it's why this has been the game changer for many, many entrepreneurs and business owners. Now, you might be wondering, do we take a percentage of what you're approved for? So, no. Industry average, a lot of guys, they do take a percentage of the approved funds. For us, in my company, no, we don't touch any of your money. You keep 100% of your approvals. We want you to grow your business. We're not in your pockets, and we're in your corner. Another common question is about the pricing model. Why do we charge up front instead of taking a percentage? So that's a great question. Many companies charge a percentage. Like I told you before, that's the industry average. But here's the catch. They're blasting 30 plus applications with no real strategy, hoping that something sticks. You get small approvals, your credit file, it looks super sloppy after that. That approach kills future funding. It kills all your future funding too. We charge up front because we do it right. We engineer your profile, apply with precision, and maximize your approvals. You're not getting scattered scraps, you're getting real money that you can use to grow. So, the final question is simple. So, why should we act now instead of waiting? So, it's a very common question too because banks change their rules all the time. Waiting only makes things harder, and the best time to secure funding is before you urgently need it. So let's wrap this all up. So those are the 20 biggest questions we get about our ultimate funding system. Now that you know how it all works and why it's the safest and smartest way to access 50K to 200K in 0% business credit without wrecking your personal score. If you'd like personalized help securing 100K plus in business funding, or you want this completely done for you, book a call with us. If you have already booked a call, make sure to show up on time so we can have a real business talk. It's going to be right there. And this is Pierre. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.